Bro, I seen a story about this kid named Robby Middleton, and it happened in 1998, and it was on his 8th birthday, actually. On his 8th birthday, he got presents like a tent and stuff like that. And then with his money that he saved up, he was gonna get some fireworks. His plan was to get his friends to come over to spend the night like in his tent in his backyard and have like a sleepover or something. His backyard is a big ass forest that connects to his other friends' houses.
Oh shit.
So he was gonna go from his house to go to his other friends with the fireworks that he bought and go hang out with them and then come back home. So he said bye to his mom, all that. While he's walking through the forest, somebody like jumped out, covered him with hella gasoline, tied him to a tree, and set him on fire.
What?
Yeah, and he was stuck there
On his 8th
birthday, bro. Until the ropes like burned off that was like held him tied up. And I don't even know how he did this, bro. Somehow, still on fire, he manages to make it back to his neighborhood. And like right when he gets to his neighborhood, down there, collapses on the ground. He was damn near like almost unrecognizable because like he's covered in blisters and shit. The skin on his ankles are like falling off to the point where like he got burned so bad, 99% of his body had 3rd-degree burns on it.
Oh my god.
And the only things that were burnt were his palms and the soles of his feet.
Wait, did they catch the guy?
All right, so that's the thing. They asked him like what happened and all that stuff because he survives all this. This little kid Robby. He said that it was this teenager. He's like probably like 13 or like 12 or something like that. He said like he's the one that did this to me, but there was like no proof, no witnesses or anything like that this kid actually did it, right? But the cops kind of like had a feeling like, you know, this little kid might be the one who did it, but we don't have nothing to pin against this kid, so we can't do shit to him.
Yeah.
Right? And that kid's name was Donald Collins. That was a little kid's name that he said did that to him.
Yeah.
But they never had any
evidence
or anything like that, so they could never arrest him. And Robby ended up for the next like 13 years because he survived all this, and he ended up like living until he turned like 20.
Oh, fuck.
He died like a week before or like 2 weeks before his 21st birthday, and he can still like talk and shit, low-key. And there's like videos of him like shooting basketballs and shit, bro. It's insane, bro. 2011, he finally dies from all this cancer stuff. He ends up putting out like a 27-minute long video detailing everything that happened to him on that day.
Oh shit.
Including like what happened. He pretty much said the reason why Donald did that to him was because 2 weeks before that, Donald SA'd him in that same forest.
Oh shit.
And to keep him quiet, he fucking set him on fire. When he came out with this, they're like, yo, like the cops were finally like, yo, we could finally pin this shit against this guy because I guess in 2001, Donald Blake got caught SA'ing another 8-year-old in 2001 when when Donald was like 16.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, this shit all lines up. Other people came out like from that same town, like, yeah, Donald was telling us like how talked about him setting him on fire. Even I guess another person that he SA'd before told him like, yeah, he SA'd me and then told me he was gonna set me on fire if I said anything.
What? So he was just a little pyromaniac.
Yes, bro, wild. And then so they finally like arrested him for the shit that he did to Robby and trialed him as an adult for those crimes, and they gave him like 40 years.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but Robby ended up dying though. The reason why it took him so long to tell everybody what happened, like that he got SA'd and stuff, was because he felt like hella like ashamed by it, and he felt like guilty because like I guess like other burn victims would come and talk to him, and he would tell them like, I think like I'm gonna go to hell. I think I'm gonna go like I'm gonna burn in hell because I had sex before marriage and shit. And because of that, like a lot of them were saying like, yeah, that's part of the reason why he didn't want to tell anybody, because he just felt embarrassed and ashamed by the stuff that happened to him, even though it wasn't even his fault.
That's hella dark.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah, bro, God got a place for dude.
Man.